My name's Stephanie Sims, and this is the American flag. This is how it should be held right now. We are a nation in distress. Nobody is anything until somebody thinks they're something. And our nation is so messed up right now. It's not funny. America's not a free country. We never have been. We've all been lied to. Every single one of us has been lied to. There's no normal. Every single person is different, no matter what. But yet, no matter religion, sex, color of skin, doesn't matter. We are all people. We should all be the same. There is no superior anything. Money means nothing. It's not what we live for. We should not be killing ourselves to live in this community, to live in our country. We should not be killing ourselves. We don't have any families anymore. There's no family businesses. There's nothing. All we have is corporations that take over everything. But you know what? People run those corporations. People do it. People do it every day. We didn't build this country with all that money. That doesn't mean anything. We did this together. Every single person in the United States built this. Everybody's so fixated on judging other people. It's not even right. And I'm so over it. My kids don't have a future. I'm a mother of 4. 3 bios, 1 bonus. I can't do it. They don't have a future here. Somebody has to stand up to do something. Or we won't have anything. Because the way they're doing it right now is not the way we want it. Any of you want it. None of us are happy. And it's time we work together. Because everybody in the United States is spoiled. I'm sorry. We are. Spoiled, rotten brats.
We are.
Plain and simple. We have to do something. Nobody's going to do it for us. We have to do it together. Everybody preaches about teamwork and bullies. Our government is the biggest bullies out there. Come on. Everybody knows it. It's not a hiding. It's not lies. We are this. We've become this. It's time for America to grow up. And it starts with every single person in this place. Everyone. It's time for us all to grow up. No more Donald Trump. He didn't make anything of himself. Any idiot off the street can come in. Oh, your daddy gave you money? Sweet! Let's do this. No. He didn't build anything. We built this. We built this. Hillary didn't build it. She's not brought anything positive to anybody's lives. I've not seen it. Nobody. Have you seen it? Anybody? I'm sorry. No?
I've seen positive from Hillary.
Okay,
Some.
I'll give you that. Everybody has some kind of good to bring to the table. But nobody's life is more important than anybody else's. I don't care what
I
you
agree.
do. Whether you're a janitor or a policeman, a military man, everybody's the same. We're all people. We all deserve food, shelter, water. I don't care how much money you have. We all deserve that. There's houses out there that don't have any people in them, and there's people out there that don't have any houses. It's not fair. And those people that don't have any money, it's not that they didn't work. You don't know what that person's situation is. You have no clue. Because everybody in America just judges everybody else. It doesn't matter what you do.
Donald Trump's number 1.
Exactly. It doesn't matter. But we have to do this together. We have to stop that bullshit. I'm sorry. We have to stop it. But we have to do it, each and every person. Everybody needs to be accountable for themselves. Everyone. We don't need all of these insurances. We don't need all of this. We don't need it. We need accountability. We need people to bring each other together, not to separate each other. And I'm not even speaking just for the United States. It needs to happen around the world. But we have to start with it right here. Because we are supposed to be the United States of America, not the divided States of America.
Yeah.
We won't have a country if we don't all do it together. Everything, despite all your personal beliefs, everything does happen for a reason. I've seen it in my own life. I mean, not everybody's gonna agree on everything, no.
Nope.
But personally, I think every person deserves to live. I mean, all the drug problems that we have today, you know, they mean somebody to somebody. Everybody means somebody to somebody. And everybody is worth something, and not money-wise. Everybody has something great to bring. I don't care who you are. You all have good ideas somewhere inside you. And whether you act upon them, or you just, there's
Sure.
good and there's bad. You are the choice to make. You are the one to make that choice, not anybody else.
Well, we have corporations controlling a lot of this country, okay?
You're right.
Big money.
500 corporations, you take GE, pays no federal taxes. They pay local taxes and startup taxes and whatnot. We have 3 states that have next to about nothing to control the corporations, but they can register for corporations there. That's Nevada, Wyoming, and Delaware. For one time we only had one, Delaware, and now we have 3 states doing that. We have the richest corporation in America is Apple, has a great amount of money. And last year they moved from California to Nevada to lower their taxes by 10%. They moved their international headquarters into Ireland last year, supposedly. Oh, they were in Ireland for 10 years and didn't pay Ireland a damn penny, and they had a 5% tax agreement there. So they're not even paying where they're pledged to pay.
Exactly,
And
that's
this
our
is,
problem.
you take the working man who makes $7 an hour, he pays 9.7 to a socialist tax called FICA. And it provides that you won't see beggars on the street in this country because it's being somewhat taken care of. The people that are unemployed get some protection out of that. So this is done by that FICA tax, and it takes care of the blind and the disabled and the dysfunctional people. They're human beings.
Right.
And they want to do away with it. And the part is, you take the FICA tax, it's not paid by people over 150,000. You quit paying it. And the billionaire from Kansas, worth like $50 billion, his secretary pays more percentage of her salary on federal taxes.
Yes, she does. That's why we have to change things.
So we have inadequacy, and they in China, every manufacturer that went into China, this is by my good friend, Mr. President Nixon. He went to Mao, probably killed more people than even my relative Joseph Stalin. And they agreed that our corporations are willing to pay 30% tax in China. Does any corporation in this country want to pay 30% taxes?
No, because everybody's out for themselves in this country.
And like the big capital that Romney was with, he's paid, what, 11% tax?
That's the thing.
And see, the deal is, he's got stashes of money, and there's like $7 trillion of money made in China and elsewhere in the world,
Yeah.
sitting in various banks, like in London and everything, there's a bank area, a zone area that you can drop all your money in there, there's no taxes in there.
You're right.
And this is stuff like that, the inaccuracy in fair judgment. We're responsible to each other. And in turn, we protect each other.
You're right, we try to do that, but there's things like that that hurt us all.
Right, because the more you have, the less you want to pay in to supply the government that gives you the protection and the protection and covers your butt when you do inadequacy. You take the Amway Corporation, every country they went into had to be sued in order to collect the taxes off of Amway.
Right.
Even in dear old Canada. So it's
That's the thing, folks. This money system, it's not real. It's their facilities. We operate everything around us as people. You, me, them, her,
As a
everything.
child, there was a family just down the street. Their mother and father were killed in an auto accident.
Okay.
Grandparents had a mortgage on their house. Their daughter had a mortgage on her house. Now there's two households, this is in the Depression. And what pulled that family through? That damn communistic thing called Social Security got monies to those kids.
I'm not bashing Social Security at all, man.
I know it, but it did held the family together, and they were not on the streets, and they were able to
That's a
survive.
good thing.
So,
We need more good things.
so this is an insurance paper. This is an insurance that when you're deducted from your wages. When you take the wealthy are not paying that at all.
I know this, and that's what needs to change. But
Just-
the
They
only
should
people that can change it is us.
even the guy from Kansas should pay the 9.7%. It actually should be 10% tax. It would be easy to calculate, and it would cover a lot of the sins of this country.
You're right.
And then you take our government under a previous administration passed a
You don't have an off
pharmaceutical
button, does
bill
he?
that we pay the highest pharmaceuticals in the whole world in this country. You can go in Mexico and buy the same thing at 10 cents on what we pay for every dollar.
But isn't
here.
that stuff that you want to be changed? Isn't that stuff that you want to be changing?
It can be done, and it can be done with justice.
It's not going to get done with the system that we
Well,
have
you
right now.
have to work at it.
What?
and
We've
change-
been working at it for 240 years.
I know it, but changes take place, okay?
Yeah.
Because
They
I
have.
was in,
I turned 35 this year.
okay,
So what's your take on the answer?
Which answer?
What is the answer?
To this? We have to work together. We can do this. We have to get out of their system. We have to work together to do that.
Did you say your name was Stacy?
Stephanie.
Stephanie.
Stacy's my sister.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's all good. You got my middle name, you got my sister's
Yeah.
name.
Well, one thing I was gonna say to you, a lot of what you just said is the driving force and the principles behind the Democratic Party. That's what we have fought for years and years. And I don't, you're preaching to the choir here. We all agree with you. The problem is, you can't, we gotta figure out how to get around the big money, because the big money's what drives everything.
And
no.
the problem,
Everything.
Sanders proved that you can raise
Oh, he's
billions.
got money too, he's been paid off in a way or two. I'm sure he has.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah, but he didn't get anywhere either.
the problem is money does govern both parties.
Exactly.
It does.
Sadly, it runs our party also. Somebody asked me the other day.
Sadly, people can be bought out.
Yeah, I introduced myself, well, money buys them. It doesn't, you don't have to be a Democrat or Republican anymore. Somebody asked me the other day and they said, are you a Democrat or Republican? I had to think about that for a minute because I said, well, you know what? Nobody's bought me, so I guess I don't know who I am. But I'm a Democrat with my values, and I'll take those, and I won't take their money.
There you go.
So I guess that's the bottom line you're looking for.
You are accountable for your actions.
Right, and that's the point, we're all accountable for our actions.
Then we all should be accountable for our actions. Each and every United States citizen is accountable for their own actions.
Yes.
If they don't wanna wear a helmet, so be it. Sorry.
Yep.
They made that choice.
We elect people to when we elect people into our governments, no matter small or large, we elect them to work for us. That is the issue that is here today, is the people that we have elected, whether it be Republican or Democrats, because we have, both sides have bad people. And once they get in there, and I've talked to a lot of people that have been elected, if you don't do what you're told by your party as an official in Michigan law, in Michigan Lansing, you won't get anywhere. And you won't get elected in 2 years, because they'll make sure of it. And if you go just one step the wrong way, you won't get elected.
Yeah, according to who?
According
To somebody down there that's made that decision.
Exactly.
And that's not the way, it should be done.
Well,
We represent us, the
we
people,
elect people to do this job for us,
and they won't allow us to.
and they don't want us.
They don't.
It's the lobbyists. The lobbyists are what's driving a lot of this stuff here too, is what does it, and money.
We can beat this.
Yeah, we
for a long
can.
time.
Can-
But it's
You made a lot of good points.